Airbit.com.
What's good, producers? It's Curtis King of Airbit.com, here to explain to you 16 reasons why your beats are not selling. Producers, now when you first get started in this leasing business, I understand things can be very, very overwhelming. They can be frustrating. I am no exception to that. When I first got started, I'm thankful that I had a mentor, my buddy Awesome, of awesomebeats.com. He explained to me every single aspect of this business, but then explained to me that there's things that he just couldn't teach me. I'd have to learn on my own. Thankfully, I learned my way through. I've been making a living at this for some time now, and I would like to share with you 16 reasons that I have found that a lot of producers struggle with getting their first sale, or maybe they're just not selling beats at all. Maybe they had a hot streak and then it just stopped. So let's talk about 16 reasons why your beats aren't selling. First and foremost, let's talk about your website design. Have you had a chance to actually sit down, look at your website from the perspective of a potential buyer and say to yourself, is there anything that is stopping the process from me as a buyer buying this beat? This brings us to our very first reason why your beats aren't selling. Does your page take too dang long to load? Do you got a bunch of different things going on in your page? You got raindrops falling all the way down your page, and maybe you got the matrix code like the old MySpace pages? That is so unnecessary, because your goal is not to show how great of a design you can have. Your goal is to have something sleek, something clean, something that's representative of your character, but at the same time, something that serves as a store for customers to buy from. Number two, can we read your page clearly? Everything from your navigation bars down to the layout of your page, from the font that basically describes the biography of who you are and what do you provide, all these things must be very clear. Everything that you have on there is not only clear to read, but make sure that it's all congruent with each other. Now, it's one thing to make dark trap beats, but then it's another thing to have a font that represents these dark trap beats like some crazy children's handwriting. I don't know how that correlates, but I've seen people do it. Make sure everything is congruent. Make sure that it's giving off the character and the attitude that you want your business to get off. The third reason, does your website have a mobile option? You have to understand, not every customer is sitting down behind a desktop looking to purchase beats. Rappers are more than likely looking from their actual phone, or even singers are looking from their actual phone and just kind of going through. I don't know what kind of swiping motion that was, but they're looking from their phone and they're trying to listen to your beats. Does your website really just look good on a desktop, or do you offer a mobile option? If you go to my website, curtiskingbeats.com, you'll see that the first thing that pops up is, do you want to go to my mobile option? Why? Because I think that it is 80% of my customers that are actually mobile. That may be a reason. Maybe they don't even know how to get to your beats, or don't even know how to basically purchase the beats, and maybe they're in a studio with headphones looking for that perfect beat. Do you have a mobile option? Number four, is your Airbit player too low on your page? Now you may ask, well, what does it matter where the player's at? Won't people just come and find my music? Not necessarily. You have to understand that when people come to your website, they are expecting, if they've been sent from somewhere else, more than likely they're expecting to hear beats. More than likely they're expecting to see that as one of the first things they do. When it's one of the first things that they see, it puts it into their mind that, I am here to purchase. Here's where I start looking. If you got a catalog of 50 beats or more, do you really want them wasting time on how pretty your header is? You really need them to be spending as much time as they can within your Airbit player or whatever player that you have. You need them spending time with your actual beats, making decisions before they actually leave. Reason number five, does your Airbit player play automatically? Even on top of that, does your Airbit player play automatically and then another player, say a SoundClick player or whatever other players you have on your website, are they playing at the same time? Is it causing confusion? I've done many consultations where producers have these very strategic ideas in their mind of how they're gonna get these customers to come in, not realizing that most people are like, way too many sounds playing on this page, I'm just gonna leave. And in addition to that, your player playing automatically lets people know, hey, this is where the beats are playing. This is where you make your buying decisions. Here's a shopping cart. Here's everything that you need. You need to make sure that that player is playing automatically, so that as soon as they come to that page, boom, one, they have to stop it and press the pause button. If they have to press the pause button, guess what happens? They're already knowing how the functions of the player work. Thanks to you putting it automatically, you're already getting them in tune. Now it's time for them to make a purchase. Number 6, do you list the buying instructions? I mean, thankfully, Airbit has sort of the step-by-step ways of how to purchase a beat, but not every player has that. So if you're using another player, well, let me ask you this, have you made it clear what the instructions are? On my website, I have a video that describes how to do it. I even have GIF images that describe or show you the process of buying the beat. I try to make it as easy as possible so there is no excuses why they did not leave with the beat that they fell in love with. Number 7, do you clearly list your leasing terms? Now, when I say leasing terms, what I'm getting at is, do you clearly tell them how many purchases, them being the rapper, the singer, do you tell them how many purchases they can make from that particular beat? Do you list you can have 5,000 sales untaxed, or you can have 10,000, or you can only do music videos with the WAV format? It's important that you list that. These are things that maybe are not important to you, but they're important to the buyer. There are some buyers who will go to your page and say, well, if I can't do a music video with the MP3, I'm not paying for anything. So with that said, it's good to list these options so that the customer knows what they're buying. Can you imagine purchasing something for like $3,000, $4,000 only to not know what the terms of use are? Something breaks down and then you're like, what do I do next? Of course not. You wouldn't do that. So then give your customers their leasing terms, make sure they're easy to navigate to, and make sure you list them things for your customers. Number 8, do you have enough beats on your page? Now, a lot of producers get started and they say, you know what, I only got 10 or 12 beats, but I gotta get this beat business started. I understand your eagerness, I understand your hunger, but, and that's a big but. What you have to realize is that a lot of customers come to your website and they're looking at you as an established business. They're looking at you and comparing you to the juggernauts in the business of leasing. They're looking at you and not giving you any excuses. If they see 12 beats on your page, the general perception is, oh, he's just getting started, and his customer service, his or her customer service may not be the best. Is that something that properly represents you? Is that what you want your brand to look like? Then I suggest you start stacking up beats. Do you not have enough beats on your page? I say about 30 to 50 is a good mark to have your beats at, because if you have 30 to 50, even if it's not in comparison to some of the juggernauts who have like 100 or 200 beats, at least it looks like, you know what, this person has put in enough work, and maybe they sold a lot of exclusives. The customer starts making excuses basically why they feel comfortable supporting you. Number 9, is your pricing consistent and does it make sense? Do you have your MP3 listed at 80 bucks, your WAV listed at 10, your track outs listed at 4,000? Obviously that is a crazy example, but you'd be surprised, a lot of these producer websites have prices that don't make any sense. Now, generally, a WAV is more than an MP3 because the sale is that the quality is better than the MP3, which it is. And then the upsell from a WAV is a track out or stems because you're getting the MP3, the WAV, and you're getting the individual channels that have been stemmed out for that purchase. So it justifies having sort of your price and go up that ladder. But if you're just throwing prices for different beats, you got beats that are $400 for an MP3 and one of them is $20 because you don't really care about that one. Nobody gets that. What they see is inconsistency. Inconsistency causes a little bit of uneasiness with your customers. Number 10, do you have it very clearly where your email is listed? Do they know how to contact you? Does your website have anything that says this is how you contact me? I know it may sound very simplistic, but I'm telling you, there are many folks who overlook this step and they wonder why am I not getting these sales? Because people don't know how to reach out to you. Number 11, do you have the buyer's confidence? This kind of ties into number 10, but it's separated in that there are certain logos and certain things that have been branded as giving the customer a bout of confidence. You give them confidence when they see a PayPal 100% approved logo. Those are there not just because they look pretty, it's because it's a guarantee. You have to make sure that you have some sort of visual security so that it's embedded in their brain, oh, this is somebody I can trust doing business with. Number 12, do you have an email list? Now, I told you to list your email, which is great because then they can contact you directly, but Do you have an email list? Are you using a MailChimp or a GetResponse? Are you using any of these websites in order to compile your emails and get information on the people who are purchasing from you? I don't care if you have 4 sales, 5 sales, or even 2 sales. You have information that is important to getting more sales within those 2 customers. Those customers, you need to be on their head like a hound dog. You need to be inside their emails. You need to be offering them things, see what kind of things they like from your website, what things they would like to see more of. You gotta make sure that you have an email list so that you can have open communication. And this is not open communication so that you can just spam them and tell them anytime you have new beats. No. This is your friend now. This is somebody that you need to keep up with. You need to just send emails every once in a while that says, hey, did you hear about SoundCloud almost shutting down? You need to send emails out like that because you are now becoming more than just a store selling beats. You are now becoming a voice within your community, and you're becoming an informative one that helps these artists who are purchasing from you. They have more incentive to buy from you. In addition to that, if you want people to sign up to your email list, you're gonna need some kind of incentive. Maybe it's you get 2 free beats if you sign up for my email list. Oh, I'll sign up right now. Number 13, does your website offer too many services? Now, I understand in this day and age, it's not uncommon to find a producer who's a DJ, who has mixing and mastering services, does kids parties and makes balloons. If that's your hustle, that's your hustle. I'm not saying stop that. I'm just saying on your beat website, it needs to be so clearly stated what it is that you offer. I don't think you should offer all of these services on the front page. Maybe you have that in your navigation menu and you show, hey, in addition to these beats, I have these additional services that you can go contact me for. Number 14, we're gonna get more so into the beats and the sound of the beats. Do you have an identifiable and a very unique sound? Now, if you're just getting started, I understand how difficult of a question this can be, but there are things that you're doing even in your beginning stages that identify who you are. It may be your need to use certain trap 808s. It may be your need to play with only Rhodes pianos over grand pianos. These things are decisions that you're making that identify your sound. So in the very beginning stages, or even if you're years into this, you need to make sure that your identifiable sound is the thing that boom, smacks them right in the face as soon as they come to your page. Now me, I got big trap drums. I got big trap and hip hop beats that every time you hear one of my beats, the drums is just like smack. I don't even know what that word is, smack. It's that. And people know that with every single beat that comes out, that's what they're getting. When they have that kind of confidence in it, they know, yo, if I need something that's smacking where the drums are crazy, I'm going to CurtisKingBeats.com. Is that what you have? Do you have something identifiable? If you don't, keep finding it, keep searching. I'm willing to bet, even if you got 1 or 2 sales, there's something about those beats you need to sit there and dissect every single instrument and try to figure out, well, what is it about the groove on this? What is it about the sound choice on this that makes somebody want to invest money into it? Number 15, for the producers like myself who use the type beats format, or we basically use an artist and say, hey, this type of rapper beat, J. Cole type beat, Jay-Z type beat, make sure that it's actually the people that represent those beats and not who you would like to see on them. There's nothing more frustrating for a rapper that comes to your page and says, oh man, he got nothing but Little Uzi Vert type beats. They listen to him and it's like, this sounds like something Cher would sing over. This ain't no trap. Number 16, do you have a call of action? Is there something on your website that immediately when they get to your website, they say, you have to do this? Call of actions can be, follow me on Twitter. It can be the thumbs up on the like button on Facebook. It can be any of these things, but you need to have something that makes them make the commitment to stay on your page. So you gotta have a call to action. Everything that you're doing, even when you're getting somebody to sign up to your email list, boom, I got you to sign up to my email list. Cool, download this. Once again, this is Curtis King of Airbit.com, here with 16 reasons why your beats are not selling. I hope I helped you today, my friend. Have a good one.
Airbit.com